Hi, I'm Jack. We got some cool picks this week. All right, let's get her started with a really scarce book. This is the Infinity Gauntlet. This is the original trade paperback, the first printing from 1992. This tells you the whole story from the Avengers movie. All George Perez and all wonderful stuff. This is a nice clean copy. It's $50. Next up, I got the first appearance of the Prowler, Spider-Man 78. This is a decent copy. It's a 4.5 condition. It's $225. Next up, I think this is the third appearance. I think there's another appearance. This is number 93. It's again the Prowler. This is a 4.5. This copy is $50. Now one of my favorite comics of all time. This is gorgeous artwork. J. Michael Straczynski wrote a prequel to Killing Joke. This issue takes place before the first page of Killing Joke. It's a really clean copy, 9.2, $50. Okay, this one is the first appearance of the modern Bullseye in Daredevil. This is a clean book. This is a 5.0. It's $125. Next up, I got a Daredevil 158. This is the first issue drawn by Frank Miller. When this book showed up, no one had seen this kind of storytelling. It was mind-blowing at the time. I've loved it ever since. This is a nice 9.0-ish copy. This one is $200. Next, everyone's favorite sorceress, Zatanna, in her own book, DC Superstars of Magic. This is a giant from 1977. This is a nice copy. It's $75. Next up, one of the rare price variant copies. This is Doctor Strange number 16. This one is $75. The price variants were Marvel testing out the price. The regular price was 25 cents. They printed a few and sent them to a certain area where they could watch to see if they sold. And that's what the price variants are all about. There's several of them in the 70s, many different Marvels. Doctor Strange is one of the best. Next up, I got a Fantastic Four 72. The reason I like this one is the great Kirby cover, just a close-up of Silver Surfer. This is a low-grade condition, about a 3.5. It's $40. Next up, Fantastic Four number 74. This one is $40. Great shot of Galactus on the cover. A lower grade copy, but makes it affordable. Next up, I got a Fantastic Four Annual 5. This is a nice clean book. It's a 6.5. It's $200. It's the first ever Silver Surfer solo story in a backup. Okay, next up, I got a giant size Invaders number 1. This is the first Invaders comic. This is a gorgeous book. It's 9.2 and it's $150. All right, next up, giant size Spider-Man number 1 and Dracula. This is a decent copy, 6.5. It's $50. I got a rare collection here. This is giant size Spider-Man number 2 with the Master of Kung Fu. This one is also $60. Next up, I got a giant size Spider-Man number 3. He meets Doc Savage. This is a medium grade copy. This is $35. Next up, we got giant size Spider-Man number 4. Bet you were surprised. This is an early appearance of the Punisher. Nice clean book. It's $100. Next up, giant size Spider-Man number 5. This is crossing over with the Man-Thing. This is a middle grade copy. It's $40. Now we're looking at giant size Spider-Man number 6. This is a better copy. This is about an 8.5. This one is $75. Next up, I got a Green Lantern number 2. This is from 1960. This is the second Hal Jordan issue. This is a lower grade copy. It's 3.5, $250. The cool thing about it is, but it's signed by Martin Odell. His name's down here. He's the original creator of the 1940s Green Lantern. Why they had him sign this one, I don't know, but it's still cool to have a signature by the original creator of Green Lantern. All right, next up we got a cool She-Hulk cover. This is on Incredible Hulk number 441. This is a beautiful copy. It's $60. They based it off of the Pulp Fiction poster. Next up, I got a Hulk number 92. This is when Reed Richards bottles Hulk up and sends him to another planet. This is the first time they did that. This is a nice copy at $60. Now I've got a New Mutants 98. This is a nice copy too. This is $800. I bet you can guess what this is. In case you can't, it's Deadpool's first comic book appearance. First appearance anywhere, for a matter of fact. All right, next up, I got a beautiful Michael Golden comic. This is New Mutants Annual number 2. This is a gorgeous copy. It's $200. It's also the first appearance of Psylocke from the X-Men. Next up, I got an Omega Man number 3. This is the first appearance of Lobo. This is a middle grade copy. It's $40. He looks a little different, but if you look at it closely, you realize it is him. All right, the soon-to-be coveted She-Hulk #1. This is her first appearance. This is actually co-written by Stan Lee from 1980. This is a nice, beautiful book, $300. Might be $500 by the time that TV show gets out. Now, Silver Surfer #2. This is a really beat-up comic, but Silver Surfers are all hard to find. Looks gorgeous, so it's a proud edition indie collection for only $40. Now, for some reason, people like this Boba Fett character. Rare yellow copy. I really like the color. It just jumps out at you. This is a nice, clean book. It's $250. Next up, this is one of those stories I love to tell. This is Star Wars #107 from the middle 1980s. This was the last issue of Marvel's first run with Star Wars. The reason this is the last issue is they had a 10-year deal, and they just let it expire. They didn't think anyone was ever going to care about Star Wars again. So it was a couple of years later before Dark Horse picked up the license and ran with it. This is a tough book to find because they just didn't print as many. Next up, we've got West Coast Avengers #45. This is the first time John Byrne actually created this. The Vision isn't supposed to be white. White Vision first appeared on TV in WandaVision, and this book went from a $4 comic to a $100 comic, literally overnight. Then people stopped caring, then they went, oh wait, I really want that issue. So it went back up to 100. It's a cool book. It's John Byrne, great artwork. All right, it's first appearance at Gambit. I have real trouble keeping this one in. Nice, beautiful book. It's X-Men 266. It's $300. All right, thanks for looking in. I hope you enjoyed the books. I always have a pleasure bringing those to you. These will go on sale here at the Millenia store right away. Some will end up at the Kissimmee store. Some could go to another store out there. Most importantly, if you see something you want to get it transferred to your store so you can get it, give us a call here, send an email, have your manager at your local store chase it down. Always happy to open up treasures for you. Happy to help. Take care.